All right, let's take some requests. Enough carrier. I have had
To Jurassic Park.
carrier is so frustrating sometimes, right? It's so frustrating to play carrier because so many people who don't attempt the class are like, "Oh, it's so easy and I play carrier." I'm like, "If it's so easy, why don't you do it?" Carrier's not easy. Carrier's no easier or more difficult than any other class. It's a completely different skill set, right? The skills you develop playing Battleship and Cruiser and Destroyer are usually translatable between the classes. But if you want to learn to play Carrier, you have to forget all of that and develop an entirely new skill set. And it is not easy. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody who says that is on crack. They're just crazy. Okay. Let's take some requests. What else you wanted Shiny Horse? I'm all up for this. I need a palate cleanser after that garbage. Whew. Chaser. See, exactly. And I'm okay with that, right? Your attitude there, which is, I'm so bad at the class, I'm a detriment to my team if I play it. That attitude is one that I share. And it's one of the things that kept me from playing the class for a very, very, very long time. And I finally hit a point where it was like, okay, while I still don't feel like I'm useful at the class, I want to know my enemy. And so I started to play carrier. And there are a couple of carriers that back in the day I got really good at. Right after the rework, let's go back to like 8.6, 8.7. So we got to go back like 3 or 4 years, right? Enterprise was borderline broken. The rockets on that ship were obscene. It was obscene what you could do to destroyers with those things. It was stupid. Back in the old RTS system, I was also moderately decent with Enterprise. Because in the old RTS system, Enterprise was really an air superiority carrier masquerading as a strike carrier, right? She had immensely deep fighter reserves. And so you could literally throw fighters away. I mean, it wasn't smart, but you could throw fighters away and still have full squadrons to come back. Your bombers you had to be very careful with, but they were highly effective, but you had very limited reserves of them. So old Enterprise was one of my favorite carriers to play. New Enterprise remains one of my favorite carriers to play. She's not as broken as she used to be. I mean, I'll be honest. When the rework first dropped, and they got done with all of that, Enterprise, the original Rocket iterations, Enterprise was just flat busted. Like you're dumping. I don't know, what is it? You've got 4 planes in the squadron. It's like 24 of the 5-inch HVARs into this little tiny reticle. And I mean, it was little tiny. It was not unheard of to just drop 20 rockets on a destroyer, which just gutted them. It was not okay. It was not okay. So I'm glad they finally fixed it, but it was flat out busted for a while. Do you know what, Grant? That's a really good point. What's up, TJ? That's a really, really good point, which is if you are uncomfortable with your carrier skills, but you want to spend some time developing them, there are plenty of good operations that give you the opportunity to try and work on some practice, because it's about lead, and it's just like learning to lead the guns of any ship, right? Every ship's shell velocities are a little different. Some you have to provide more lead, some less lead. Carriers the same way. Depending on the attack, you have to more lead, less lead, reticle sizes, and all this. All that stuff is relevant, and you have to learn it for every carrier, and every carrier is a little different. So yeah, I'm with you there. I think that's a really good idea. What's up, Castle? I think that's a really good idea to spend some time, if you really want to learn carrier, spend some time playing it in operations, or even co-op. Like, there's nothing wrong with learning to play a new boat in co-op, right? When I take a brand new ship out of my port, it's very common for me to go play some co-op games with it. I'm behind him, I think. Yeah. He kept turning at full speed, so he's still lit. Might actually hit him with those. No, I'm a little behind him. A little to his port side. Oh, he dodged him. I'm not sure how this guy is still lit, but I'm here for all of it. Gneisenau is shooting HE at me. Okay. Sure. Let's show him why he shouldn't be doing that. You really should be firing German AP, sir. Allow me to demonstrate. I mean, not an amazing hit, but for Scharnhorst, that's perfectly serviceable. This emerald is the target I want. No, 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 no. I didn't give you permission to turn. I didn't give you permission to turn. Spot that guy again. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. There's no need for me to be up here this far. You really shouldn't be firing HE, son. Oh, this guy's got balls. Let's blow them off. I mean, hashtag not sorry. You drove an emerald broadside in front of a Scharnhorst. You sort of got what you deserved. You should not survive this salvo. Goodbye. Okay, let's not spend any time on the map edge. Let's get back into the game.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Yeah, I know, Altador. It's like, what?
Better.
Marcos, that's actually not bad advice. I mean, obviously it's situational because every streamer plays a little different, and every streamer has their own things that they do well and things that they don't do well. But once you find someone that you like and whose opinion you trust, then yeah, I see exactly where you're coming from. All right. Now, it's unfortunate that I've killed the only cruiser on this flank, because now I don't really have much to shoot at. I'll go ahead and shoot again at this Gneiss, because it's... Oh, he's turning away. I was going to say, I had a great shot, but then he turned. Really, Altador? Okay. I will say that there's not really a big trick to torpedo aiming. It's simply a question of what you're trying to achieve with the salvo you're firing. You know? If you're firing at long range, odds are you're going to want to try and go moderately wide to cover as much area as possible. Oh, hey, Congo. What's up, my dude? Oh, you turned out. That's going to be a terrible salvo. You're, like, barely moving. Your engines are like, nah. What are engines, bruh? I'll need to keep that guy lit, please, and we can have our way with him. The Scores is likely to die. Excellent.
You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
Who was that? Lieutenant Dane! Absolutely, Lieutenant Dane. Plug away, my friend. Plug away. Can I get an exclamation mark permit for Lieutenant Dane, and he can post a link in chat? Purdy, please. Gneiss is turning, and I need to move. Oh, I'm going to take some of these torpedoes because I shouldn't, but I am going to take them. Oh, I'm going to take two. Feels terrible. Come on, move your fat butt. Oh, all skill, ladies and gentlemen, just like I planned it. Nice. I got 3 pens down, 2 pens down the long axis of the ship. Oh, hi, Agano. Oh, never mind. Agano died. I was like, wait, what are you doing? Yeah, no, Ultidor, I will say, as awesome as the torpedo indicator is, it is a bit of a trap for new players. You know, you very commonly have to be adjusting your salvo. And again, it all depends on what you're shooting at, where they are, how far your torpedoes have to travel, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot of factors that go into figuring out what kind of salvo you want to dump. Well, I'm not going to have an amazing damage total, but if I'm honest, I'm not really shocked. It's kind of not what Scharnhorst does well unless people feed her free damage, which does happen on occasion. Well, I got some of the bow barrels over the island. Let's go for the cap. Ooh, good hit on the Congo. I forget that guy's armor profile is not amazing. T-22 is here. Don't light me on fire, bro. Yeah, I can't get him over the island and lead him correctly. Congo's turning back. Excellent. Now, this dude is firing AP. Lucky for me, my armor profile is significantly better than his.
Welcome.
Logos Prime! Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, I think I'm just going to go over here and go for this Mackensen. Yeah, there's the T-22 torps. Don't wander into those, commie. I mean, I know I'm his target over here. I think I might take one of these, and I doubt I can stop it. Looks like one in the bow, probably. Nope, I just managed to dodge it. Let's get moving again. Now, I do have to be a little cautious of this Surrey. He does have torpedoes. He has the Conga Line British torpedoes. But we're going to go through this gap, and we're going to get up in this guy's face, and we're going to make him regret his life choices. They should be able to kill that T-22. I'd love it if y'all would make that happen. Surrey is going down, baby. He's going down center. What's up, Chaser? Oh, I'm going to turn into this island. I should have corrected my rudder a minute ago. Come on, you fat pig. There we go. Managed to not drive my ship into the island. Barely. Congo finally got a good hit, but I got plenty of heals still. I'm not fussed. The Gneisenau continues to fire HE at me, like I care. Which is honestly kind of hilarious, but yet here we are. Congo's showing me the best angle right now. That's probably the shot I should take. Yeah, this kamikaze finally got suicidal. I'm not sure why he did, but he did. I'm not afraid to man fight you, Congo. Look at my armor. Do you see why? Watch out for that Surrey, Chaser. He's right there.
I was born ready. Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks. as tough as a piss-flavored popsicle. Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
This Surrey is just laughing at my armor, laughing at my shells, which is kind of irritating, if I'm honest. Oh, the Gneiss is coming around, is he? All right. Surrey's leaving. Gneiss gets my next salvo, then. I'll bring the guns around. If he lives that long. He won't. Okay. I don't know if he got his torpedoes in the water or not. Chaser, it's fine, man. It's not like you actually damaged me. Relax. No matter what happens, the Surrey can't outcap us. So it kind of doesn't matter, right? He's the last surviving ship, and he was the most useless ship on their team. Did you notice he basically sat in the cap for like most of the game and didn't leave? I don't understand why he did that, but that's what he did. Ah, Scharnhorst. Slapping emeralds since 2017. It really was flaming. It really was. Team damage was used to grief more than it ever did anything else. And so I've never understood why they left it in the game so long, honestly. So fair enough, Mad Marauder. Fair enough.
Crowbar would come in handy right about now.
Oh, that's good bourbon. New Mexico might be AFK. I don't know. I got nothing. We win in 30 seconds anyway. Thank you, Vladeshi. I needed that desperately. I needed a good solid game and a ship that I enjoyed. Hey, look, our scores is about to die. I don't know why you're feeding free points to the opposing team, but okay, sure. If it makes you happy, I guess. Dumex just let Jesus take the wheel. Oh, too bloody funny. Too bloody funny. It's a nice little game. It's a nice little game. Scharnhorst feels really good when she's top tier. Like, she will always be a good ship at top tier. She definitely feels worse when she's bottom tier, but she's still relevant. Every time I see a bottom tier battleship player complain in this game, I just roll my eyes. I'm like, you have every advantage possible. You're better off than every cruiser in this game. What are you whining about, right? And you still see it all the time. And I'm just like, ugh, stop. The one thing that I probably could have done in that game is fire a little more HE. But in fairness, most of those guys kept giving me just enough angles that I felt like the AP was the right play. So I don't like firing HE with Scharnhorst. I mean, you find yourself doing it on occasion just out of necessity, but it's not something that I find preferential just because, I mean, you're 20 seconds. I mean, it's 20-second flat. By the time Adrenaline Rush kicks in, it'll get a little better. Right, so yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea.